Let's read Genesis chapter 39. Joseph has now come to Egypt during a time of famine. And this is what happens in chapter 39. Joseph, being a slave, was abused by his master's wife, Potiphar's wife, and was falsely accused of wrongdoing. So Joseph, being a righteous man, resisted temptation and did not sin. But his master, when he heard this lie, threw Joseph into prison. And so Joseph is in prison, and he interprets the dreams of two fellow prisoners who shared their dreams with him. He interpreted the dream of one as good and the other as bad. The one whose dream was bad, God gave Joseph the ability to interpret his dream, but he forgot to do it. Then Pharaoh had a dream that troubled him and all of Egypt. No one could interpret the dream, so Pharaoh summoned Joseph from prison to come and interpret the dream for him. Joseph, being a wise young man, said, "I can interpret the dream, but I want to know what my master's situation is." Now Pharaoh had no idea that Joseph was in prison. He assumed that Joseph was still in charge of the household. So Pharaoh put his ring on Joseph's hand and then dressed him in fine clothes. And Joseph came out of prison looking like a king,